it's actually not your job to prove naysayers wrong. Like, it's not your job to prove people wrong. Like, actually, it's so interesting. So this popped into my head and I was about to make like a very unserious Instagram story. And then I was like, no, this has practical elements too. But the reason it popped into my head is that something I noticed dealing with men these days that, have, romantic attraction towards you and then just kind of assume it's reciprocated because men's confidence levels, people talk about it a lot. Oh my gosh, where does it come from? I wish I had male audacity. But it really is astounding because the way that they will just assume there's reciprocity in the romantic attraction, meaning like, oh, well, I like her and I like her. Like, I like her a lot, so she must like me. Oh, she made eye contact. She's definitely flirting with me. And it's like, literally, who are you feeling like? But hey, I can't judge their delusion because I preach delusion all over this podcast, so that's fine. But anyways, no, the whole like you can't prove naysayers wrong thing, or like why are you making it your job? I find it so interesting sometimes when like I will say something, or not even say something, maybe I like put something on like my Instagram story and I think it's funny, but maybe it's indicative of how I feel, or this idea that like recently, I put this post and it was like how it feels to be single. And it was all these clips of just like fabulous women in movies and music, just living a fabulous life, just like doing girly stuff and it's not even all like, oh, being independent boss girl, whatever, just like literally girly, cutesy stuff with like music, like not deep at all. But just like, of course, some people think being single is like next to death or whatever, but I feel like so many women in my generation don't feel that way. The same way men have always glorified the idea of being single. It's like, well, like same. I don't know why that would be confusing for us to be like, okay, same. We don't mind it either. But I put that on my story and like, there's this dude that is always trying to insist that like, oh, no woman really wants to be single. And I'm like, funny because I'm thinking of this from the perspective of it's not my job to prove you wrong, but also like, why are you even in my business and why are you trying to like convince me? Because the reality is like, first of all, you're not a woman, so you're not the expert. You know what I mean? Like if I'm looking for an expert on the topic of do women like to be single, I'm not coming to you, random 20-something-year-old man, because again, man, disqualified. Hello, you're not an expert on the subject matter. So why are you making blanket statements? You're also making blanket statements to the worst person to make blanket statements to, because people think like the second you speak about gender, it's coming from a place of emotion, or you're being defensive, or you're being whatever. I am like logical to a fault, and like I'm always talking about the statistics, babe. Like I did not finish with the statistics major, but like that is my favorite word, and it was my degree of choice for the first 2 years of college for a reason. So it's like, yeah, it might be an art major, but forever a woman in STEM. Like if I'm talking about women matters, it's because I've seen a statistic on it. Like it's studied. Like you can look it up actually. So don't tell me about no woman wants to be single. So I'm thinking of just qualitative trends of the fact that I'm literally a woman. I'm close to the experts on the subject matter, who are not you, again. And I'm seeing what their experience is like. Also, what someone might say and act like they're suffering about versus what it's actually like for women to be in relationships. A lot of the times, there's that cognitive dissonance because of the level of like brainwashing and media propaganda that we push down women's throats about the need for them to be chosen and be picked and be loved romantically in order to be taken as like a serious member and valued member of society. And so it's like women will literally have the life force sucked out of them every time they're in a relationship, even in relationships that are not objectively horrendous, because the standard is like in hell, right? The bar is in hell. So because the bar is in hell, even a relationship with a reasonable man, you're like making excuses for things that really you shouldn't have to make excuses for. And then they get out of those relationships, they start thriving, they pour love and light back into themselves, and they just stop dealing with like high cortisol and being around an energy vampire. And you see women go like complete 180s after these relationships, whether their marriages are just simple boyfriend-girlfriend stuff. And even those same women will tell you like, on some cases, like, oh my gosh, but I hate being single and whatever. But it's like, they're not even really thinking sometimes, not to say like, oh, I'm thinking for them. Because again, everyone has their own lived experience, but there are women that can see it now. Like, they will do the side by side. It's been trending on social media, people being like, this is what I was like during divorce, during my marriage versus after divorce. And you see these women really open up to pouring into themselves, because women are so socialized to like love unconditionally to the point of losing themselves, and that's so normalized, right? Anyways, lots of context as usual. So it was so interesting to me though, because I'm like, again, I didn't say any of this on my story, and I'm not even mentioned any statistics yet. I'm just talking. All I posted on my story was a cute video around, this is what it's like to be single, and it was a cute video, nothing deep. And you're here again, non-subject matter expert, trying to tell me what women feel like. And it's like, who are you? Like, who are you? Like, and why are you trying to convince me? Why are you trying to convince me? Because the thing is, there are so many women in this world that will be like, of course, yeah. Like, who wants to be single? I love being in a relationship. I love relationships. Like, being single is hell, blah, blah, blah. But you know that's not how I feel. Like, you know that I don't see being single as like being put in a jail cell. Like, I see my life as very full and lovely, frankly. And sometimes even to, on the rare occasion, entertain someone else liking me feels like a distraction and a waste of my time. So it's like, like, why? Like, you don't have to prove me wrong though. Like, we don't even have to agree. I think that's what's so interesting to me, is like, yes, we're all living on Earth, but like, as we talked about in my last episode, my reality and your reality can be two different spaces, and that's okay, because babe, this is my world. This is my world. We're overlapping now because you can hear me, and we're engaging across time and space and with the ideas and with the words, and it's so powerful and it's spiritual and it's beautiful. But this is my world, King. Hello? Like, you can't come in here and tell me how things are going down. This is my world. So who are you feeling like? Who are you feeling like? And also, why put that job upon yourself? You don't need to convince me, because there's somebody else out there that doesn't even need convincing. Go talk to her. Don't talk to me about this topic. And this person also is always trying to make this thing of like, no woman really wants to be single. Oh, you could be having fun. You could be doing this. I don't see it. It's not, I don't know. Like, if it was critical, don't you think, if it was mission critical, don't you think I would be living life? I've done the pros and cons, babe. I've done the pros and cons, and I'm just not really seeing it. Like, I'm just not seeing like why I should be investing that time, emotional real estate. Like, I'm just not really seeing it. So it's like, why are you trying to convince me? Go get somebody that doesn't need convincing. Like, you're actually starting to get on my nerves. So now it's like, I need to permanently stop opening this person's DMs, because I already don't like opening DMs in general. So I'm definitely not opening your DM if it feels like you're antagonizing me, which is which is so funny, because it's like, really, that's all it takes? Yes, this is my world again. Like, I won't block you, like, yet. But when I tell you you're towing the line, I'm not opening your DMs no more. Thank you. Because this is not my job for us to have a back and forth. I don't like having back and forth with people that, like, we don't, like, I'm saying the sky is blue, you're saying the sky is red. Okay, shit, maybe it's sunset where you're standing, but it's not where I'm standing. You go look and stand where you're at. Leave me alone. Not everything needs to be agreed on. And so, even zooming out to how is this relevant to you, right? You don't always have to prove naysayers wrong. You don't have to prove everybody wrong. I know some people are very much motivated by spite, which is, inspiring, if you can take it all the way there, just out of irritation. And in some unique cases, very unique cases, but it depends. But it's really not your job to prove anything to anyone, because again, it's your world. So what you say goes, and then you just live like that. And then people, yes, of course, will respond to you. You, of course, like, live in a world with other human beings, right? Other people are there. Like, you can't completely ignore everyone. You do need people to see your way. And when the time comes, you'll do that in an ethical way and be persuasive based off of, like, what's in front of you. But at the end of the day, it's not your job to prove naysayers wrong, especially on things that are optional. Some things are actually optional, especially in the world of dating. Like, I'm not going back and forth with anyone. Like, I'm not going back and forth with anyone because we don't need to find a middle ground. There's somebody else out there that, like, we're not compromising on critical things. We just fully see this the same way, and we're so excited about seeing this the same way. And then the things we disagree on are like, oh, I have a different hobby than you. I wake up, I'm a morning person, you're a night person. Like, I sleep in a cold room versus a hot room, which frankly, I'd have to think about how I feel about that because that is a sensitive topic. But you know what I mean? Like, that I think is like, okay, you compromise for the sake of just living, with another human being in the long term, right? But I don't think I need to compromise on like certain critical things that would just eventually just be creating friction every single second all the time because we just don't see the world the same way. Like, if you think that not only do you want like a hot meal when you come home from work every day, but like it needs to be cooked by me because I'm your wife. There's some people that genuinely feel that way. It's not enough for food to be available to them, to have a full-time staff to do the cooking. You want your wife to labor in that way. Again, I'm not saying if something is wrong or right. I'm just saying I'm definitely the wrong one because we will definitely both starve. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't need to go back and forth with somebody that wants that because, oh, you said that, that's okay. First of all, it was never going to be you, but now I think for my own well-being, it was never going to be me because what? Like, that, none of us will be happy. And they'll say, oh, I love you. It doesn't matter. No, I'm good, actually. I love me too. Bye. Like, it's not your job. It's not your job to prove naysayers wrong. Stop arguing with people. Stop arguing with people. Like, I say this is like I feel like a retired, and frankly, sometimes not retired, because like sometimes like if something is wrong right in front of my face, it's very hard for me to shut up. Very hard for me to shut up. But I only do it from a place of like, I have the energy to say this right now. And I usually don't even realize I'm arguing until someone else is like, girl, why are we having a back and forth? And then I'm like, oh, this person's mad at me. I thought we were having a conversation. Oops. But most people don't know how to like disagree without thinking it's an argument and that you're having like that it's like a heated thing. But it's like, no, I just disagree with you. And this is why. It's not like that. But in terms of like actually feeling like I'm having a conversation with someone that's genuinely raising my blood pressure and it's like a completely non-critical conversation, I will immediately dead things. I'll be like, oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. I just remembered again that this is my world again, and I don't need to force you to see it the way I see it because it's good enough that I see it that way. So like, I'm good. And you can see it whatever way you want over there. Because and knowing when to kind of disengage, so wonderful for your health. So wonderful for your health. But yeah, anyways, that was on my mind this morning. And of course, I have other things I'm supposed to be doing. So I had to share with you instead of doing those things. Yes. Okay. So that's all I have to say this morning, you guys. Thanks for thinking out loud with me. My name is Obie and welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Live Lumani. I hope you stay a while. Follow the podcast. Don't forget, as we're saying bye right now, here's the time. Click it. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Mwah.